ready on my way to work and decided to do a live video. So the discussion I wanted to touch base on was someone asked me how was the healing process after receiving the gastric sleeve. As a reminder, I had gastric sleeve on March 2nd, 2023. As you can see, it's been officially 2 years and one day. So, for my particular procedure, it is a 24-hour holding in the hospital. So, I had the surgery. I think my appointment was like 11 a.m. And then they prep you, go into surgery. And then when you get out, um, they want to do 24 hours just to make sure everything is good, make sure that you're able to take down the amount of fluids that you would need. So it's a little cup. And when you think about it as a person prior to that, you're like, oh, no, 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 I can drink that with no problem, whatever. But after the surgery, you're loopy coming off of anesthesia or, anesthetics or whatnot, um, it's very hard. However, the biggest part is getting up to walk. So many people like to lounge around, but I am one of those ones that I need to go ahead and start the healing process and get it over with. Thanks to my family that skilled me on that. Get up. So mainly, you get up and walk around to alleviate the gas. The gas is from when they do the procedure. For mine, it was laparoscopic, so they fill you up with air. And everybody has gas pains, but this particular gas pain is totally different. So walking around, and you can walk around the floor, and it's mainly just to get the gas moving to help out. Sorry, it's early in the morning. And then you're drinking, getting fluid. You'll see the surgeon or surgeon assistant. You will see the nurses and stuff like that. They kind of watch you to see how many times you get up and walk around and things like that. And then they watch and see how much you did drink of the fluid, which is a big component. In my case, I was able to go home at the 24-hour mark. Um, for me, I was more nervous about the ride home because, of course, you have your incisions. So I'm scared of, jerking in traffic because, of course, you guys know here I'm in Orlando, Florida. Um, for all the you guys that know, traffic is not the best. So I had a pillow and I got home. And if you have pets, they do recommend for you to stay away from your pets because of the pets jumping up and playing on you and stuff like that. Because you are to take blood thinners for I think it was about 30 days, maybe. I can't remember. I have to pull that up. And each doctor is different, but you had the blood thinner to alleviate not having blood clots. For me, I stayed in the room, and my spouse at the time was able to stay in the living room with the dog and stuff like that and make sure that I'm all right. Um, Now, people sleep different ways. Some people side sleepers, some people sleep wherever, some people sleep on their back or whatnot. I am a side sleeper. They do recommend to sleep on your back. That way you don't mess up incisions or anything. But for some reason, maybe it's the Aries in me, I needed to sleep on my stomach so bad, but I couldn't. So I slept on my back. Obviously, I had clear fluids for about 3 days, jello. Well, sorry, no, no, no. 2 days I had the protein drinks 3 times a day, which took forever. And then you must keep your protein because you're not eating as much and you're healing and stuff like that. You'll hear so many people that say they have acid reflux and wish they never would have got it. Personally, for me, I didn't have any side effects from the procedure. I lucked out in that manner. Again, everybody body reacts differently, but for me, it was the best thing that I ever could do. So um, I will tell you that the healing process, the best part for me, I was so excited to enter the soft food area. And when you get your outline for how to eat, that was the best part because it was You got to think about it. You're drinking your meal for like 3 days. Then you could eat jello and stuff like that. But oh my gosh, scrambled egg was like gold when I was able to eat that one. And when I ate one egg and was full, I was like, what in the world? What in the world? But it was rewarding. And for me, you're not supposed to do any exercises or anything for 30 days. But, about 2 weeks, I decided to start walking to the end of the sidewalk, to the end of the driveway, just to make sure I'm not winded or something like that. But at the 30-day mark, when the nurse practitioner released me to work out, of course, they tell you to go easy and stuff like that, which I did. I immediately went into working out, not strenuous, but building up my stamina and stuff like that. Because let me be truthful, I worked out prior to the surgery for a few years on and off. So I did it. It got to a point where the weight was not coming off the way I needed to come off. So when I started doing this, it was just like I needed to help with the journey because, like everybody that do the surgery, my worst fear was to have loose skin. Um, so I figured if I'm going to lose weight, and with this tool, you're losing weight drastically, I'm like, I'm going to work out with it to avoid or minimize the skin loss, well, the skin stretching and stuff like that. In my case, it worked out amazing. I literally had minimal to zero loose skin because I listened, I followed the directions, I worked out, I did all type of exercises to make sure that my body adjusts to the weight loss and adjust to the food that I'm eating. And let me be truthful, everybody's not the same when it comes down to it, but it is a life change. And I recommend if you are not ready for it, don't do it. I am typically one of those ones, if I pay my money, which I did, I am going to get the full effect of this surgery. And the last 2 years have been amazing. Of course, you have your ups and downs because in your mind, you're still that big person and stuff like that. And I'll discuss that in further videos. But again, I I eat differently because I changed my relationship with food. And now that you guys have watched, I've been a vegetarian since February 1st of this year. Um, it's been amazing. Like I'm a whole new person, and it changes you mentally, physically. Everything that involves you changes with it, and it's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. And for those of you that kind of become, oh, you took the easy way out. It is not easy. I think it's harder than anything else I've ever done, but I feel so much stronger and so much proud of myself that I did it. And to have a support system is a plus. Your support system may not be the system that you start off with, but a support system, you will know it when you do. But let me go ahead and head off to work. Again, I'll be sharing another video. Make sure you subscribe, share this video, and grab in as many people as you can. Much love. Joe Sleeves are behind. All right, guys.